Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Today I have an awesome guest here, Jspizzle. Today we're going to be covering some really important and interesting crypto and altcoin information. So without further ado, welcome Jspizzle to the show.
Hey, thank you. Thank you for having me. Glad to be here.
Yeah. Let's dive straight into it. So I'll let you take it away and let us hear those secrets of yours.
Cool. So today I'm going to be talking about some altcoins that you guys probably know about, but there has been something growing, something evolving over the past 8 years that is getting ready to break out that you guys probably don't know about. Let's get right on into the video. Alrighty, now stay with me because I know XRP isn't the most interesting coin in the world, but it's the principle of the thing. So we're looking at a chart that has been evolving now for 8 years, and we are seeing this chart over and over again. And as you can see here, about a year ago, we broke out of here, and we went from about $1.15 to up to $3 in just a couple months, almost tripling in price. Now, that already tripling your money is big, but you're talking about one of the largest crypto assets that exist right now in the top 3 to 4. Coming up on number 2 is Dash. Now, stick around to the end of this video because I'm going to give you 3 coins that have not yet broken out. Dash broke out several months ago around the price of $50, and again, in just 2 months, going up to $150. Again, tripling in price in a very short period of time. And as you can see right now, it is perfectly, as we speak, perfectly retesting this downwards trend line, which may be not financial, of course, or not financial advice, of course, may be a perfect time to scoop some Dash up and buy some. Now, the third one that's already broken out, I'm still going to go over 3 that have not broken out, is Zcash. You can see we had this tear out of here, came back down perfectly, retested it, and from the breakout, which was around 120, guys, check this out. We exploded up to almost $800, which is significant because here's the thing. With any pattern, the longer an asset is within that pattern, the longer people have an opportunity to see it. And so when it breaks out, the more people buy it. And as you can see, this pattern was a very well-respected pattern, as they all were, with so many touches. You can see right here it touched several times, had several touches, and boom. So now I'm going to go over 3 that have not broken out yet.
So XLM, that's part of the is that part of the US, those Dino coins like HBAR, XLM, and then what's the other one? I don't know what the other one is, but XRP, HBAR, XLM, and XRP, right?
Yeah. So yeah, it is. All these coins are Dino coins. They would have had to have been here for at least 2017 to be within a triple cycle pattern. Yes.
Nice. Gotcha. So this pattern you got here, it's looking to me like a very large consolidation that's coming into a very tight range the further we go along. So yep. A breakout or breakdown would be expected, but obviously you're saying a breakout. Now, what's your reasoning for a breakout?
So my reasoning for a breakout is all these coins that I'm mentioning, or this one and the next 2, they never had a breakout in the last bull cycle. So in 2021, like this one right here, you can see it almost did, but it never quite hit an all-time high. And I think one did, but it was just a quick wick within the weekly or monthly and then came right back down and never concretely hit an all-time high. And so I think, kind of like with the bull cycle, Bitcoin is always the very first one to go. And then you see the larger caps like Ethereum go, and then it trickles into the small caps. Well, it's the exact same principle here. XRP, out of all these, was the largest altcoin. And so it broke out first of the ones in this cycle. So I think it's just a matter of time before these other lower cap ones do as well. And so right now you have Stellar literally in the middle of this pattern. The question is, does it break down or does it break up? Well, here's the thing. If it breaks down, I would expect to get a bounce right around $1.35, and it just depends. Like if it consolidated downwards, maybe it'll go up to $1.50 and touch here. But here's the thing: those other coins did at least a 3 to 6x from the breakout. So let's just say on average it did a 5x. Let's say it came out here and broke out, and it went up 500%. You would be looking at a $3.65 Stellar Lumens from the current price where it's at right now, which would be a 15x, which would be an extraordinary return of investment. Which, you may say that, well, that's a pretty big return of investment. We don't really see those anymore. That's right, but on those other ones, Dash, XRP, and Zcash, we already have.
Got a question for you. Do you think that, let's say the Bitcoin market cycles sort of topped for the time being, and we go through, a few months to a year of a bear market while the economy, they start to reintroduce QE, and then eventually we start to tick up again, right?
Yeah.
Let's say Bitcoin tests $60,000. What do you see happening with the price of Stellar, XRP, all these? How much of a reduction in price would you expect?
Yeah.
That's what my question is. Yeah.
Very, very good question. And I'll be careful with the words I use because I don't want YouTube to get us. But with the pandemic, that was one of the worst black swan events ever, and you could see that even then. Look at that. There was a perfect touch, and you can go and you can see that on the other ones like XRP. We had touches down here, and even in the worst, there was still support on the bottom of these patterns. So if that were to happen, I would still expect this line to be respected. If it was respected in the worst possible thoughts and events possible, then I would say that it gets support down here on this upwards trending line again.
Okay, to me that looks like around a 50% drawdown from where we are now, which is honestly, that'd be a good level to be probably accumulating.
Yeah.
If you're bullish on these Dino coins, right? Like, and in all honesty, I'm more leaning towards the fact that the ones that have been around the longest and have the most mind share are the ones that are going to stay around. So, Bitcoin's obviously the leader, and then you're going to have the rails like XRP, Stellar, and those ones, which I would be more inclined to believe they're going to stick around, opposed to things like, I see you got Atom on your chart, like you got ICP, and I don't know, maybe they will be good, but like, Trump coin, these are things that aren't really providing any utility. At least these coins have that backbone, and they're payments, all that sort of different stuff. Yeah, like you said, that looks very promising. Even if we do hit that bear market, right?
Yeah.
Those levels down there, that trend line specifically.
Yeah. Now on the second one that is on this triple cycle breakout is Monero. And you can see that we actually just had a perfect touch and rejection on the last candlestick, on the last monthly candlestick. But you can see that this trend line, like the others, you can see just how well respected they are, just how many people are watching these, and how explosive the breakout is going to be when they finally break out. I would say for Monero, I would look for at least a 3x breakout. So maybe around $1,400 when this thing finally breaks out. If it follows the other ones that I mentioned, which are Dash, XRP, and Zcash.
Yeah, that one looks pretty good. It looks like it's coiling up, ready to. And the fact that Bitcoin's gone where it is now, and we're still holding up Monero, that's pretty good sign. So considering Bitcoin might be at a point where it is going to have a bounce, on even a local bounce, that could see that push up.
Yeah,
significance. Time will tell, but the breakout confirmed is quite bullish.
Yeah, and like privacy coins are the meta right now too, because you saw that with Zcash and some others. So, it's very possible that Monero comes and follows as well.
Yeah.
Now, last but not least, this is my favorite one. The one I am most bullish on is XR or not XRP. I hate XRP. The one I'm most bullish on is Litecoin. Now, Litecoin has been thrown up, spit on, thrown on the ground. They've kicked on it, stomped on it, every FUD imaginable. They threw it out as a coin that is no longer relevant, just like they did Ethereum earlier this year. When it came down to $1,400, they said that it was over.
People tend to have a habit of saying it's over right at the lows, don't they?
Yeah, when everyone is saying that, something's going to keep going, it's normally a top signal. And when everyone is ignoring, spitting, fudding on a coin, that's normally the bottom. And so,
exactly.
Litecoin, I believe it was the second coin ever made after Bitcoin. It is the second oldest. So, it has that, the age of it. It's been around. People know about it. It has a 4-year halving cycle, just like Bitcoin. I believe the total supply is either 88 million or 84 million. Maybe we can put up
how much? What's the market cap for this coin?
So right now, Litecoin is right at a $6 billion market cap.
Interesting. So it's really on that cusp. Like if it breaks out, you could probably, 77. Yeah, I mean, there is a lot of potential. I don't know. I'm more. This chart looks a little bit scary to me though. Just like the pattern looks like could go two ways.
Yeah. Out of all the coins that I mentioned, I always tell people that this is the one I'm most bullish on. But people always say that they're least bullish on it. And if I come out to the monthly, it looks a little bit more organized.
Yeah, it's definitely getting ready for something. And yeah, whether that's the upside, like what is your bear case for this token?
So, as with the others, I expect it to get support down here, which is, literally just a 10% move away. Now, it could do anything. It could wick, just like all these wicks over the last, since literally 2017, we've had 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 wicks under it. We've had lots of perfect touches, but 6 wicks below it that always got 8 and up. So, be careful going high leverage right here. But even if you bought spot, it's a 7-year safety net so far that if you were to buy this with high volume, that you were always able to make a decent profit, even on spot. If you look right here, for example, $48, and in the same month, it went back up to, $84 to $85, so almost doubling your money.
Yeah, nice. That looks very, very promising. Any other tokens for us, guys?
That is all I have left for you guys.
Well, Jspizzle, I've thoroughly enjoyed your insights today. I will definitely take them in consideration. And we'll be seeing you in future episodes regarding altcoins and even just the market in general. So, pleasure having you on, and I will see you in some future updates. Catch you later, man.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me on. God bless each and every one of you. And yeah, see you guys next time. Bye-bye.